How many of you have ever felt like you don't belong somewhere? Anybody? If not, have you ever seen someone that feels like they don't belong somewhere? Well, it's our job to change that. We need to find those people and make sure they know that they have a purpose.
If you see someone who you feel like they think that they don't belong, you should go over there and talk to them. That's what I did when Andrew came to the pier.
I moved here this past summer from a little town in Utah called Ephraim. When school started, I started to make friends, but felt like I didn't completely belong. Then I met Natalie. We sat together in Spanish and got to know each other pretty well. We started texting, and I told her that I felt like I didn't completely belong.
I started helping him, and I proved to him that he does belong here. At first, I told him that he belongs here and that he has a purpose. But he didn't believe me the first couple times. After a while, though, he did start to believe me. That is what you should do. You need to find those people out there who don't believe and make them believe.
There are a lot of people today that feel like they don't really have a purpose, but you have to tell them, just persevere, never give in, never, never, never. One of my friends in Utah once said, "It might be stormy now, but it won't rain forever." You have to tell them that all they have to do is endure.
He's right. It won't rain forever. Even though it might seem pretty bad now, you just have to believe that it does get better. And you need to find those people out there who don't believe or know that and tell them that they're wrong, because it does get better.
If you're one of those people, just know this. There are people that see potential in you. They see what you can't. You need to find those people because they will help you so much, just like Natalie did.
I guess I did help Andrew, but all I did was be a good friend. And that's all it takes. All you have to do is be a good friend to them and help them if they ask for it. Even if they don't ask for it, you can still help them by being there for them.
Sometimes we can make mistakes. Small or large, they can have an effect on the people that care about us. Kids that sometimes can grow up in unstable families can end up being the ones being bullied or the ones who bully other people. They realize that maybe the parents, not only what they're doing affects their child and them. We need to help those people by just something as simple as saying hi.
It is true that kids' parents can have an effect on the way that their kids end up. However, that's not always the case. Sometimes it's the other kids who hurt those people or the people themselves that hurt them. That was the case for this one guy. Let's call him Paul. Paul was getting bullied at school. He didn't have very many friends, he wasn't very popular, and he didn't talk much. One day, he was so depressed that he emptied out his locker. He emptied it out so his parents wouldn't have to empty it out the next day after he'd have committed suicide. So as Paul was walking home, dropping his books all over the ground, a guy named Larry made his dad stop the car to help Paul.
Larry was a really well-known person. He helped him pick up his books and gave him a ride home. Paul didn't commit suicide that night. He went on to be a pretty good guy. He became more popular with the ladies, and he got pretty much more friends, and he was later the valedictorian of his high school graduating class. He told them this story and how something just as simple as stopping by and giving him a ride saved his life.
If you see someone who needs some help, or if you see someone who looks sad, then just go over there and start a conversation with them. If you say something to them, it could potentially change their lives.
There are many people through history that have gone through similar things, just like Vincent van Gogh. He only sold one painting in his entire life, but after he died, many of his paintings were sold, almost all of them, and they were worth so much money. Later on, him and other people were very rejected many times or didn't grow up in unstable families, but they managed to work through it, and I bet they didn't do it alone.
They probably had someone, at least one person, that helped them along the way and that believed in them. They also had someone who would believe in them and that wouldn't give up on them, just like I did for Andrew. You could be that person, and you could help out those